Hey, look who it is.
How are you, buddy? We missed you.
Yeah, I know. Missed you guys too. Now, before we start anything, I just have to wish Joe a happy birthday.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Because I got in trouble. I forgot my friend Lodato's birthday. I missed MK's birthday. I know yours was like yesterday, right? Or 2 days ago?
Yeah, on Tuesday.
So I missed that too. Great. I suck at life. Loud Luxury, welcome to America's Dance 30.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us, and thank you for all the support. It's been a while.
Yeah, Andrew and Joe, it has been way too long. I think the last time we caught up, I want to say was like 2 years ago in Fort Lauderdale.
2 years too long, buddy.
How have you guys been?
Really good. We've been working on music. We've been back on the road. We've been playing in Vegas like every weekend. Things have been like kind of back to normal. It's been great. It's been good so far.
Yeah, the pandemic, it was definitely really unfortunate not being in our element, playing all those shows, but we did what we also do very well, which is just sit in the studio and make music. And we've been rolling it out right now as the world's coming back. So it feels like things are kind of back to normal in some degree.
Yeah, congratulations on the new song, Mistakes. Of course, if you're going to do a song with anybody called Cat Dealers, it's got my stamp of approval, of course.
I know.
Those guys are the best. Those guys are the best.
How did it come together?
They did a remix for us for Cold Feet. And honestly, that's like, me personally, that's like one of the favorite remixes that we've ever had. And we were playing it in basically like every single live stream, whatever, because it happened over the pandemic. And we never actually met the guys, but I reached out to them and I was like, I love you guys so much. Like, you're the best. And I was like, we need to work on something together. And like over the last like months, we've been working on this song. And
you guys have been pushing out a lot of new music, as you said. Is that a product of the pandemic?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And also just a product of us not overthinking things as much. Before it used to be like 7 months, 8 months between a release because we're making everything perfect. And we still make sure like that track's not coming out until you're completely happy with it, but just less of that process of like, okay, like let's wait. Like we're just like, man, people want to party. It's summer. They've been locked up for a year. Let's give them something to make memories to,
Well, let's get to know Loud Luxury a little better with a feature called Finky's Firsts.
Okay.
The new song is called Mistakes with Cat Dealers. Do you guys remember the first mistake you guys ever made when you were playing live?
Still make mistakes every day, but definitely the trademark was changing songs on a deck that was already playing. So it stopped the music for everyone.
Oh my God.
And that happened a lot when we first started touring.
When was the last time that happened?
Fortunately, not for a very long time.
We're pretty good with that.
Yeah. I think it was probably a year and a half ago.
Occasionally the mixer with the little fader will sometimes be left on because I always keep it off. And sometimes it'll get like nudged to the side and then it'll like cut the music for a second. But I'm like, we're always really quick with it.
Yeah. I remember the last time it happened, we were in Boston and everything froze. And I was just like, oh. And then we just put on a Loud Luxury song. Like, let's go. Just
the most recent mistake was we were in the Hamptons and we were basically like, they kind of do it like sort of run and gun style there. And there was this DJ like stage sort of thing, but it was on a table and I would go and jump on it every time. And we didn't understand what was happening because the music cut out twice. And we're like, what's going on? Like, what's happening? And we realized it was because like when I went up onto the stage or whatever, it messed something up. So every time after that, they were like freaking out because we were partying so hard and going crazy that like I would still go on the stage and everybody would freak out. But every time I'd like kind of just like tiptoe onto it.
Which I'm sure doesn't have the same effect when you're looking at it.
It didn't have the same effect, but it still got people going,
They're literally like, stop getting up there.
They're like Joe, come on.
Yeah.
So we've talked about this a lot when you guys were first starting out and you went to LA, you moved there with pretty much nothing. Do you remember the first place you went when you moved to LA? Hopefully it wasn't the Hotel Cecil.
Cecil Hotel?
Yeah, right. That's a good one. No, we stayed at this Airbnb and it turned into one of those things where it was like, we're going to stay here for like a week to 2 weeks. And then it was like, okay, we're going to stay here for a month. And it was basically this girl who was trying to fund like her husband coming over because they had gotten married from Germany. So she was like staying at a friend's place and she was Airbnb her place out. But the one stipulation to us staying there was we had to look after her 13-year-old cat, Himalayan like white puffy cat named Stacy. So it was like this like senile old cat basically. And then every morning it would like come and wake you up and like smack your face to wake you up. So like imagine like going out and playing a show and then coming back and a cat just like.
I don't have to imagine that. I have 2 cats. I know all about that.
Do they wake you up every morning? Do they wake you up?
Every single morning. Like I want to punt that. No, I'm not saying that. That's I'm a good cat dad.
I've been on your cat account a few times. It's Tucker and
shout out to Aiden and Tucker at Aiden and Tucker. Feel free to follow them.
Yeah.
The homies.
The homies.
They love your music.
As good cats do.
Absolutely. Now, during the pandemic, you guys were crashing people's Zooms. Do you remember the first Zoom that you guys crashed?
It was a group of girls, and they were from Boston, I believe. And they were all dressed like us in our music video for our song Gummy, which was
they all had like the
rock
turtlenecks,
1990s thing, like the turtleneck, like Joe was saying, the chains, the sunglasses, and they were all just dressed like that, having a gummy party, which was sick.
That is so awesome. So did they know you were going to crash?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We told them. Yeah.
Now, finally, do you remember the first name that you guys were actually going to use before Loud Luxury?
It was always Loud Luxury.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because we came together one day, like basically just being like, we're picking everything. We're getting all Instagram, Facebook, everything. Because I knew that like we didn't want to run into any issues later down the line where it's like Loud Luxury Real or something like that.
Yeah.
So we like basically came together with like a big list of names and just like picked Loud Luxury. And we're like, that's it.
Do you remember some of the other names?
It was all kind of like stuff with similar like oxymoron, you know, of like either like Silent Necessity and stuff like that, Big Loud, you know. It was always just that 2-word thing. I don't know why. But if you dig hard enough on YouTube, there's so much bad music that we made back in like 2012 and 2013. Probably still under Loud Luxury on there.
All right, so that is my assignment for this weekend. Look for a bad Loud Luxury.
All of our old poopy music.
That's the definition of mistakes.
Well, Loud Luxury, congratulations. You've got the EP Hollywood Hills coming out very soon. What did I say? Did I say holiday? Wait.
Holiday.
It's Hollywood Hills, right?
Holiday.
Son of a bitch. Hold on a second. Did I write this? Is it not? It's Holiday Hills?
Yeah.
Where does that name come from?
Basically, the inspiration for it was, thinking about what we want the energy for this EP to be like. It's like everyone's breaking free, you know, kind of just like no rules, a little bit of chaos. That's kind of like what things are like right now that we're partying again. And we thought back to like that suburban neighborhood that everyone grew up in. And Holiday Hills was just kind of this imaginary name for that white picket fence place, and just coming in there and, you know, turning it upside down, creating chaos, you know, bringing color to where it's just boring and dull.
That's so awesome. I got to fire my producer now. Which is Aiden and Tucker, because they got the EP name wrong.
Like
no catnip for them.
None. Congratulations on also Lemons that you just dropped. That's awesome.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
So much new music. Mistakes with Cat Dealers, Loud Luxury. Thank you for being with us on America's Dance 30.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to see you. And please join us in one of our Miami shows.
Or
anywhere,
when we play Tampa Bay.
Anywhere. We need to see you.
Forget that. I will fly to LA to see you guys. That's how much I miss you.
I love that.
How the hell did I get the name of the EP wrong? Like, what kind of prep is that?
To be fair, you'd assume it would be Hollywood Hills, but
right?
We purposely made it not Hollywood Hills because we didn't want to centralize it to being like an LA or California thing, especially being from Canada.
I could have sworn that I saw Hollywood Hills somewhere. I'm an idiot.
It's all good.
Well, guys, it is so awesome seeing you guys. It really has been way too long.
Dude, we miss you so much, man. Dude,
thank
always
you for all
a pleasure.
the support. We still chat. We see it on Twitter, you know, pretty much every weekend. Up on America's Dance 30. One of our songs is always there, and we really appreciate it.